G'day, I'm Jeff, and this week in G&B Nomads in the Horizon, we travel to Darwin, we visit Kakadu and Litchfield National Parks. So join Bobby and myself in the NT. After departing Catherine Gorge, we make our way to Edith Falls, another part of the Nitmiluk National Park.
Nice swimming area there. You can see some people in the distance having a swim. There's a couple of walks here. We decided we're not doing any walks.
We drive up the Stewart Highway and arrive at Adelaide River. We stop in at the Adelaide River Hotel and come face to face with a water buffalo that starred in Crocodile Dundee. After lunch at the hotel, we then drove up to Darwin. We stayed the first 2 nights at Robbie Robbins Reserved. I think it was $20 per night. The next day we head out to Stokes Hill Wharf for some fishing. As I'm preparing my rod, Bobby's making pancakes for breakfast. It was beautiful.
I'm sitting on the steps of my van and this is the view I have. This is how we spent the whole day today.
That night we went to Mindle Beach Markets for dinner and the sunset.
Driven out to Cox Peninsula, mainly to go to the Mandora here, but we decided to go to Wagon Beach for a bit of a look.
It's really not dirt or anything, it's just the rocks that look like so beautiful, isn't it? So we are on the pier Mandora, and that's Darwin there. It's about 10-15 minutes boat ride. I think this is the jetty where the boat comes. There's a little guy there who's fishing by himself.
We are now heading out to the Darwin Military Museum at East Point. You can see glimpses of Fanny Bay. It's a great spot and well worth spending an afternoon there. The Darwin Military Museum has some fantastic displays about the bombing of Darwin in 1942.
We're leaving this rest house in Darwin and we're gonna make our way to Kakadu. That's the host there. Such a beautiful place it was. We loved it. We stayed here 3 nights.
Good morning. It's 14th of August. Saturday. We've just left our digs for the last 3 nights, which is really nice, and we're come down to the Esplanade for a walk to see some of the memorials from the Second World War. I guess where they conduct all the Anzac Day ceremonies, there's a cenotaph there.
After the walk we then drove to the Jumping Crocodiles at Adelaide River.
Kakadu. Kakadu. We're going towards Jabiru. It's only about 40 k's to Jabiru. And oh my goodness, look at that!
We arrived at Kakadu and spent the night at Ambernick Resort located at Jabiru. The next day we headed north to the East Alligator River to see Cahills Crossing, Ubia and do the Guliyumbi cultural tour. Cahills Crossing is where the road to East Arnhem Land crosses the East Alligator River. On an incoming tide, the water rushes down over the road, sweeping heaps of fish down into the awaiting crocodiles on the other side of the road. This event also attracts loads of humans to watch the fish meet their fate, including yours truly. There was probably about a dozen crocodiles in the water, including these two bad boys, but unfortunately we didn't see any of them catch any fish. The highlight of Kakadu was the Guliyumbi cultural cruise. The cruise was along the East Alligator River, so we seen heaps of crocodiles. The guide gave us a great insight on how the indigenous folk live on the river, including bush tucker and medicines and how they lived on the river. We did 3 cruises in Kakadu and this was by far the best. Don't miss it if you get a chance. After the cultural cruise, we were going to spend the night in a bush camp nearby to see Ubia Rock the next day. However, it was so hot we decided to drive into Jabiru and find a camp spot there with a pool, and it turned out to be a good choice because we really needed to cool off. It was stinking hot. An afternoon swim became our ritual, and it just gave you a chance to decrease your body temperature before night. We stayed 2 nights at the Kakadu Lodge for $48 per night. This included the pool and good facilities.
It's like in Thailand.
We're doing the Noralengi Rock Walk, which is about an hour and a half, 2-kilometre walk. Lots of, I think, views and also Aboriginal rock art.
It's beautiful here.
Yeah. There's the rock. And we're just heading down now into another area. Okay, we're just walking into back onto the main route.
Oh wow, we are here now.
Yeah, so we've come up.
We did this, came up that way.
Yeah.
That way, that way.
And now we're there.
We are here now.
Yeah.
We're going to do all this, we're going to do all that, and go back.
Okay, we've come into like another chamber, I guess. It's like walking in caves, but it's beautiful. A lot of the artwork you'll see dates back over 20,000 years. Okay, we've just come to the lookout. So this is the back of the lookout with Noralengi Rock and surrounding range, I guess you'd call it. And then when I come forward, you can see the plains below and another range in the distance. And I'll be checking out the lightning dreaming signage. We're going to do the Anna Bung Bung Billabong walk.
depending on how hot it is. Yep.
The Annabang Bang Billabong Walk is a 2.5 kilometre walk around the Billabong, where you see lots of birds and also a view of Nurulungi Rock in the background. We finished the walk about 2 o'clock and then headed back to the campsite, and you guessed it, a dip in the pool.
Good morning. It's Tuesday the 17th of August 2021. We are on our way to Yellow Waters, Kulinda in Northern Territory.
As we head closer to Yellow Waters, we notice these strange looking cars on the side of the road and realise that there must be some sort of variety bash in progress. We are booked in at the Kulinda Caravan Park at Yellow Waters at $69 a night. It's way overpriced, but it does have a pool.
So this is Yellow Waters. We're at the boat ramp and also where the Yellow Water cruises start. We'll just do a pan around to the right.
The next day we did the Yellow River cruise. It cost was $90 per person. We spotted a sea eagle up in the tree. This was our third cruise at Kakadu, and I think we'd done one too many. If you want to do a cruise at Kakadu, I thoroughly recommend the Gully Yambi Cultural Cruise. We have departed Kakadu National Park and now we're on our way to Litchfield National Park.
Okay, we're at Litchfield National Park at the Termite Mound section where you can have a look. Generally the mounds are shaped in a way where facing on this north to south. And that way when the sun goes over, there's like always shade on one side of the mount to help keep the termites cool. We're at the bottom of Florence Falls now, and we're just about going for a dip. Noodle in hand, and Gina blades the cold waters of Florence Falls. We're in. We're in the water. It's a view. Pretty spectacular. We're at Wangi Falls. There's Bobby in the water baby. There's two small falls going, one little one to the left, and span up there.
How beautiful is it?
Yeah, and then another one round to the right, and all come down there. We go. There's a bit bigger.
Back to the hot tub.
Infinity bar. Natural. If you go drop. In the little far bar. There's the waterfall there. And there's the dam. I'm coming in. Okay, there's Bobby in the pool. There's me and Bobby in the pool together. We'll just show you how deep it is. I'm not... It's Bobby, it's me. And... We're at Wangi Falls.
That's the end of this episode. Join us in our next episode when we head towards the Queensland border. We visit Daly Waters, Cape Crawford, Barclay Homestead and Mount Isa in Queensland. Cheerio for now. Bye.